And I am Cormac. And today, we're going to be playing a game. Since it's Halloween, let's talk about a certain emotion that we associate with Halloween. Fear. Many people say that fear is the enemy, but that's not really true at all. After all, if we didn't have fear, what would tell us not to run away when a lion is chasing us? Or a tiger? What would tell us that it's a bad idea to leap down the stairs? We need fear, or else we wouldn't survive. Like most emotions we have, we wouldn't really live without it. Humanity wouldn't function correctly. But fear isn't always about running away from lions. It isn't always about escaping murderers. Fear can be much more minor. This minor fear can be like the fear of embarrassing yourself in front of your friends, lowering your social stance in the world. Maybe losing a bit of money? Who knows? That's what it is. But this minor fear isn't something that is going to completely change our life. It's not going to end our life. It's probably not even going to matter in a few weeks. And yet we fear it anyway. So why do we have this fear? Wouldn't society be better off without it? Without fear constricting us in our social life? Well, the correct answer to that question is no. No, it wouldn't. It really, really, really wouldn't. The reason we have this fear is because it kind of glues everything together. Without minor fear, we wouldn't have a care for social stance. So we wouldn't have a fear of being awkward, or doing something weird, or doing something wrong. Like, let's just say you have the sudden compulsive urge to kiss this random woman on the streets. Well, obviously, you're not going to do it. And your fears would shoot that down before it even had a chance. Which is a very good thing. So, we have minor fear to stop us from giving in to our deepest compulsions. Our deepest and most horrific compulsions. So, fear is like the glue that glues our society together. Without it, we just fall apart and do things completely compulsively without logic. So, does that mean compulsion is the enemy? Well, no, not at all. Humans have developed compulsion as an emotion, well, not really an emotion, as a feeling, because sometimes we have to make split-second decisions because we don't have time. Like when you're in a rush and you have to decide which coat you'll put on. You're not going to stare at them for 3 minutes and then decide that this one looks better. You're just going to take one because you feel like it. You have the slight compulsive urge, even if you don't realize it, to pick this one instead of the other one. Or in another situation where you're running away from a tiger or a lion and in the wild and your path gets stopped by a rock or something. And you can either head left or head right. You're not going to sit there and ponder which direction you're going to go for another 10 minutes while the lion is chewing on your flesh. No, of course not. You're just going to pick either right or left immediately. And you know why? We have this compulsive urge, even if you don't realize it, to go this way and not this way. It's our gut feeling that this way will end better. When we don't know what's happening and we just have an assumption, and we have multiple assumptions, but we don't know what's really happening, and you don't have time to determine which one of those is correct. Your gut feeling will tell you that this one's right. Your compulsion will. So without compulsion, we wouldn't be able to make split-second decisions to save our life. So compulsion isn't the enemy either. Then is the enemy? Well, the answer to that, what is the enemy? The enemy is the fear of failure. That's what is the enemy. The fear of failing something. Like when you're going to make a speech. When you're going to make a speech, you have a choice to make a speech. If you succeeded, you could be more popular. You'd have more friends. But if you failed, everyone would laugh at you and tease you. It's that fear of failure that holds us back, keeps us from achieving our dreams and desires. Now that, the fear of failure, that is our enemy. Whenever you have a dream that you're too afraid to realize, that's the fear of failure. Why do we have the fear of failure? Well, that's not a question I can answer because I haven't been pondering that. And because I don't have a script in this video. I'm just saying random stuff that I thought of for a bit earlier. I don't have an actual script in front of me. You don't know that, but I don't have one. So I haven't done an extensive amount of research before uploading and recording this video. Not in that order at all. And so I don't know why we have fear of failure. But I do know that it's a bad thing. Well, maybe not in a survival situation, but in everyday life, the fear of failure is a bad thing. It stops you from achieving your dreams. So when people say the enemy is fear, you know better now. You can say, no, not really. The enemy is the fear of failure. Another thing we fear is the unknown. Now, we usually fear to protect ourselves from immediate danger, or to stop us from giving in to compulsions, but why would we fear the unknown then? When we don't know what something is, we fear it. That's why you're afraid of the dark. Well, you were anyway, when you were young. You can't see what's in there, and thus everything could be a potential threat. But you don't know where it is. You don't know if it's there. But there's a chance it could be there. And that is the fear of the unknown. Not knowing what's lurking out there. If you know something's coming to you, like a tiger or someone with a chainsaw, it's not the fear of the unknown, because you know exactly why that they're there. You know with 100% certainty that they are chasing you now. Unless you're a schizophrenic or you suffer from hallucinations. Then you probably don't. But for your average person, you know something's happening. You know something's about to happen. And you know what's happening. It's survival instinct to run away from them. But is it survival instinct to be afraid? You see, when you hear breathing on your neck, and you look back to see nothing, well, obviously there's nothing there, right? Nothing could have done that, so why would you fear it at all? It's because you think something's happening, but you don't know what is happening. You don't know how. The reason we fear the unknown is so we don't go into the unknown. It's because we don't know it. We don't know what's there. We don't know if it's a potential danger. We don't know anything about it. So unless everything that is unknown is a potential danger to us, and thus we must not go to it. It's for our own survival's sake that we do not travel into the unknown. And yet people do. People defy this fear all the time with our curiosity. Why do we have curiosity? Well, again, I'm not here. I don't completely know because I haven't thought of this before, but a wild guess might be because it's so we can make things not unknown. We can make sure there are known and make sure there aren't any potential threats there. Lowering the potential threats, lowering our potential danger, making our brain happier and safer. So in conclusion, the enemy is not fear, the enemy is not compulsion, the enemy is the fear of failure. And the reason we fear the unknown is simply because the unknown is a potential danger to us. It could hurt us. It's not as an immediate danger like a tiger, so it's not as intense as running away as a tiger chasing you, or a lion, or a giant man with a machete. But it still scares us because it's a potential danger, and we're not safe with potential dangers. We could potentially get hurt or potentially die. So that is why we fear the unknown. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this type of video, and you guys can vote in the comment section whether you want me to do another type of it. Please only vote in the comment section. Please. Don't go up to me in person if you know me and say, "Hey, Cormac, I vote this." No. The only way you can vote, and the only way I count it, is if you go right now and you type in the comments, "I vote." So what are you voting for? You're voting for whether or not I'm going to do more videos like this. Do you think this should just be a one-time thing? Or do you think I should do this more often? I'm not saying I should replace my gaming videos with this, but do you think I should do it sometimes? Like, instead of doing gaming on Thursdays, maybe, I'll do videos more like this. Thursday was an example. I don't usually record on Thursday. I don't usually record on any specific day at all. I don't have a schedule at all. People don't understand that. I used to kind of have a small schedule, but I don't anymore. So vote in the comment section whether you think it's a good idea that I do more of these videos. And then again, I'm not saying I replaced my gaming videos. I'll still do those most of the time. Just occasionally I'll do a video like this. Or whether you think these videos suck and I shouldn't do them. And remember, only vote in the comment section. Nowhere else. Don't try to access me with social media. Well, of course, that wouldn't work because I don't have social media besides YouTube. Don't try to contact me in person. If you happen to know me and you're my friend, don't do anything. Just the comment section. Okay. So anyway, guys, this video has been very fun. But I'm gonna have to stop it because I have other things to do. Well, that's a lie. I don't have anything to do. My life is sad, miserable, and pathetic. Also, I'm going to hit that like button unless I've done something horribly wrong. In this case, you can hit that dislike button. Join the Cormac Corporation by subscribing. Please subscribe. Please. Just please subscribe. And goodbye to you, sir/madam.